Oh,
Hi everyone. Happy
Hi.
Saturday. Saturday show. Happy Saturday,
Happy weekend.
Betty. How's everyone doing?
Hello. Hi, guys. Happy
How's
Saturday.
everyone doing?
We are good. How are
Oh,
you?
good in a rainy
That's
Canberra.
good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm glad everyone is doing okay. Welcome
Yeah.
everyone to today, where we are hosting another. We're coming to you live as your business mentors and coach. Betty is our coach, and we're here to talk to you about digital marketing and what it entails. So, welcome to our topic of the day. And before we dive into our topic, we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Priscilla Ngasha, and I am coming to you from South Australia. And welcome. I am a mother, I'm a school teacher, I'm also a digital business owner. Shiro, maybe you could introduce yourself a little bit.
Hi, guys. Nice to be with you again. My name is Shiro. I'm also called Priscilla, but you can see sometimes of late, Priscilla and I have been wearing the same colors. So, for you guys to differentiate us, I will go by the name of Shiro. In case you say the one in orange, or mustard, we are both wearing the same color. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a digital entrepreneur, and I've been on maternity leave for the while, almost a year now. So I'm not yet back to my 9 to 5, and happy to be here again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Betty, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, thank you. And it's good morning from the UK. My name is Betty. I'm also a mom of two and a wife. I'm also a successful online business owner and a coach and also a
Yep.
mentor. I've been doing this for the last 5 years.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for introducing yourself. We don't take it for granted that you all know us. So we like introducing ourselves to you every single time we come online here. As digital business owners, we do work from home. So there's that. You'll notice in the background there's a lot of people around us. Our topic of the day, we are going to be talking about, we are doing a part two because we had so much feedback about what makes our business model unique. People really want to find out, really specifically, what do we have to offer? What is setting us apart from other businesses out there? As you may know, there's a trend now where people are looking for, yes, when they look for side hustles and they're looking for things to do online, they are looking into the online space, the digital space, and your job as a person is to do your due diligence and look at different programs before you decide which one you're going to dive in. And as mentors and a coach, it's part of our job to educate you and inform you so that when you decide to start your own digital business with us, either of us as a mentor, you're able to know exactly what you're getting yourself into and how you can continue scaling your business and how you can, continue just getting knowledge and being able to inform others. So, our topic of the week being what makes our business model unique, we were able to cover we were able to cover last week. We discussed no, I'll talk about what we're doing this week. Feel free to scroll down on our page and look for last week or ask us what we talked about last week. So today, one of the things we're going to talk about and I will dive into is what is a sales funnel. That is one of the things that is offered to you. Tell us where you're watching us from. We love, love, love knowing where you're finding us from. Now, when we tell you that we have a join-in fee of 149 USD, it's refundable, but it's the same for everyone worldwide. US dollars because that is the most stable currency. So we just, it's just what is used. A sales funnel is one of the tools you receive when you start your own digital business. And a sales funnel is nothing new in 2024. I started noticing sales funnels way in my 20s, which was probably in the 2000s, is when I started noticing sales funnels. Now, for you to be able to get access to information on the digital space, you always have to pop in your email somewhere. And if you have been observant, you will notice that when you pop your email somewhere, you start receiving information. Has anyone ever seen that? Even if it is like, I remember the days I used to go to in at the junction or at the
Mm.
Karen Hub or in Westlands, that
Sarit
shopping mall.
Center. Sarit
Yes,
Center in
Sarit Center.
Westlands.
There's a Healthy You, Healthy You. It's a shop there, and you buy
Mm.
some product, and they ask you for your email. Everywhere where everyone asks you for email, it's because they want to send you more info so you can keep learning, keep looking at new products, and that way you are staying in someone's space, and they're able to make a decision because they're seeing you constantly, they're receiving information. Now, a sales funnel is part of what you get in that 149 USD. It helps you learn about what digital marketing is. So you receive emails, and at the bottom they are signed Priscilla Gasha, or maybe they are signed Shiro, or maybe they are signed Betty. And maybe you're thinking Shiro or Betty or Priscilla is sitting up all hours of the night writing emails to everyone. No, we are not. Our 149 is doing that for us. And you may reply to those messages. It's quite fine. We do respond to them, but we are not the ones who are sitting there writing in that perfect English. That is a tool that is provided for you. It's a digital tool. Yeah, it's called a sales funnel. So that is one thing that makes our business model unique, the fact that it is tailored to you and it is to help you learn. Because at the end of the day, when you're starting a business, we don't want you going into this blindly, not knowing what to do or where to turn. Yes, we mentor you, but you also are receiving those that info. So read it when you receive it, and you can respond to it. But just know it's not us who are sitting there working on it. It's part of automation of the business. Thank you so much for listening. Who else wants to chime in with a second topic? I'm feeling.
Feeling the pressure of the little
Right.
one.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit of pressure here with this one.
I'll
That's all
jump
right.
in. Oh, sorry, Shiro, go for it.
No, 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 no. Go for it. I was just telling Priscilla it's all right. The little one can jump in. This is part of our business.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right,
Okay.
all right. I'll let
Um.
her keep going then.
Okay. I don't know if I mentioned. I don't know if we mentioned training last time. Yes, we did. But our training is, when we talk about training in our business, and this is what makes it easier for everybody, is, you're not doing it alone. And that brings me to the other thing about it. What makes it unique is because we also have a mentor and a coach. Yeah. So imagine, and I think I touched base last time when I was talking about, imagine being thrown into something you have no idea what's that about. You've never done it before, because most of us who are doing this business, we never did business before. Priscilla
Yeah.
has touched about sales funnel, which is in the outside world now. Sales funnel is pretty much a very complicated technology, and it just doesn't send you those emails, everyday emails that you receive. It has its complications, and there is people who work on that. Yeah. But imagine now being thrown into that world without somebody guiding you, somebody who will come and tell you, hey, I know, the training is very much simple, video based, you know instruction. But if you get stuck, I am here. Unfortunately, in today's world, people are too busy for anybody else. But for our business, we have made it a mandatory that anybody who comes into this business, the one of the policies is you have to be, introduced to the business by somebody who already started the business before you. So that means that at the end of the day, when you're doing it, you're not alone. You're coming in and you already have somebody who has already done all the right things and all the wrong things.
Mm.
The reason why I'm saying all the wrong things is because when you're starting something, you'll also do something that you learn a lesson from it, and you realize, oh, if someone else comes into this business, I'm not gonna let them, or I'll let them know that is not the way to go. So we have been privileged to have somebody to hold us, to hold our hands in this business. So you do not do it alone. Nothing is worse than trying to do things on your own, doing the guesswork. And here, remember, you have involved your money, you have involved your commitments, your time, and then why would we then allow you to come in and do it on your own? So that is when we introduce mentorship and coaching. So a mentor is that somebody who is coming and introducing you into the business. This is somebody who will be making sure that, if you're doing, our training is simple enough, very very simple and easy enough for anybody to use it and to learn on their own. But obviously we are all human beings. If you're doing it and at some point you're not sure about something or you want a hand, and you know what, a mentor is not just somebody who will come and help you with that training. A mentor is also someone you will go to if you just need a chat. I've had that all the even
True.
I always go to my mentor all the time. My guys come to me all the time because sometimes you just need that chat. And in our business, we also look at our mentors as our cheering squad. That is your number one fan in your business. That is someone who will be telling you, hey, keep going, you can do it. They are clapping for you, they are crying with you, they are celebrating with you. So that is why we introduced the side of the mentorship and also the coach. So the coach is someone who overlooks you guys. That this is somebody who has also been qualified you know, to help you with strategizing your business, to help you with things like how you discuss business with people who are interested in it. Some people will start coming to you and will be interested in joining your business. That somebody is there to help you and support your mentor to make your business successful. So what I can say is that we are so lucky that in this day and time that we are considering that, because as we said from the beginning, our business is all about walking people away from that slavery we used to have back in the day,
Mm.
where we used to do things on our own. We are guessing. You don't have anybody to go to. You live. So back in the day when you used to do business, is where basically you have to leave everything else. You have to stop taking good care of your children and your family. You have to stop going to work at some point. You know, you have to stop fun time, probably even stay up late at night, because you're looking at your just the traditional way of doing business. It used to be very very tiring, but what we are doing in this case, we are moving away from that. We are saying, hey, this business is gonna replace your job. This business is gonna actually give you more time with your family. But right now, as you're
Mm.
working on it, you could still work on it around the other things that you do. You could still be working, you could still be taking care of your family, you could still be going on vacations with your family, you could still be sleeping. And that is where now the systems comes in, where you need to do a little bit few things and pieces here and there manually. That is now where your mentor and your coach comes in. And that is why we introduce these two people, because we realize that we do not want people to go back to how we used to be back in the day, where everything was all by myself. And I always say, this is the only business that I know of, rather the only business that I have done from the time I started doing businesses. It is the only business that I have done where your mentor and your coach will basically look at you and wish you the best, just like a mother looks at their children and wishes them. I say that and people think I am crazy. You know, when I am praying for my business, I put in everybody who I am mentoring in that business in there. And I pray, I stand with them in prayer, like I would stand with my children in prayer. I want them to be successful, because we as mentors, what we what do we say when we are introducing people into our business? We are introducing you, we are welcoming you, and we are inviting you to come, and we will help you to set up and start a successful online business. So if that is what we are telling you, then that is exactly what we're gonna follow up. You know, we want to make sure that the promise we gave you from the beginning, we have seen it through. It is not just where, oh, do you want a business? Yes. Okay, pay however much. Okay, crack on. For us, we want to make sure that all those things, from the time you're a newborn in the business, by the time you start crawling, by the time you start walking, to the time you start flying on your own, we are always there for you. So this is the only business that a mentor is somebody who is really, really, rooting for you, making sure that you're doing things the best way, trying new things with you, crying with you, because yes, we also have crying moments in our business. We always say it is legit. We also have, sometimes we have our ups and ups and downs. And down times we are there, up times we are there, celebration time, crying time we are there. So I couldn't emphasize more because mentorship and coaching is actually what made me. It is what made me, because every time I was feeling a little bit low or I'm not sure about something, I used to go to my mentor and they used to be there for me and chat with me and make me feel better. So that is, for me, I wanted to touch. I don't know if we spoke about it last time, but I feel like I need to say more, a little bit more about it. So thank you.
Wow. I really appreciate you coming in and touching this a little bit more on that. And
I want new man. I want new man.
sorry guys.
No man. No.
And I like what you
New
mentioned
man.
about
I want new man.
our mentorship.
Stop, Mama. Stop being funny.
Sorry guys, this is really distracting me. And I wanted to talk about how now, audience, guys who are listening to us, as you're watching, and Betty has just touched on what mentorship is and what we do and how we offer you that help as you start and set up your own. Let me just reiterate that, because I think for me, I feel like I was a little bit lucky in that when I came to this Maju life, not sure about you guys, but when I came to this Maju life, because my spouse was from here, it felt less, it's not super foreign, like I'm not alone because he's from here. So it feels like it's partly home, but it's not my home, but at least it's his home. So you feel like at least you're somewhere. So a person who's a super, I don't say we are immigrants, but I've noticed people who are with nobody in this community and they have to come and bring themselves, the amount of hours and work that people put in is a lot. It is a lot. And you can feel the pressure of it. It is really a lot. So if you are able to reach out to any of us on our pages, we have phone numbers. You can slide into the DMs and you can see for yourself what this mentorship is about before you decide to make that decision. Having a job, having a business in the online space is such a wonderful thing. Number one, what is making these kids so happy? It's probably
Whatever
having their
she's
parents
watching.
at home. Having their parents at home and not anywhere. Thank God they have moved a little bit away. Having your own business, so where you're able to like own your time and you're not doing public holiday work or you're not doing weekend work, is a game changer. It is truly a game changer. And we're not just saying it, it is because it is physically, it is happening to the three of us and it is happening to so many other people who are coming into this space. Now, if I can touch a little bit more about the training that you talked about, if there's one thing that I really loved about that training, is the fact that it was somewhere I could access it myself 24/7. I could access it. And you've touched on it. You've talked about how it is, honestly, I'm not sure if you said at your own pace, but I really loved that because it's something you can go log into and say, now, where am I in setting up my business? And the initial setup could take you anywhere from 2 weeks to a month to even 2 months. It will depend on your speed of things and in how super invested you are in something. And sometimes I tell people, you know what, you might not be able to sleep for the first 3 months. You might not be able to sleep for the first 3 months because you're so busy setting up your business. And setting up a business is no joke, because even if it was like a brick and mortar store, you would still have to go there, make sure the plumbing is done, make sure the electricity is on, make sure you have all your permits, now it's the difference in the digital one is that you're setting up using technology. You're making sure your social media is aligned. We share with you different apps, different strategies that you can use for your social media to help you with your own branding, your own setup. So it will take time initially, but the time is up to you. You can do it at home, like now with this one sitting up here. I can still be on my laptop and I'm setting my business up. And that is one of the wonderful things about it, what makes this business unique. You don't have to sit and schedule and go somewhere in a building to do it. You could maybe wait for them to sleep and do your business. You can do that, but you can also just do it alongside your family. And I think that is one of the things that people love about this, the fact that you don't have to get up and dress up and go somewhere to run your digital business. So thanks, Betty. That was really useful, and you've really touched a really important question there on also the flexibility of it. Shiro, if you'd like to share a little bit else about what makes this business unique.
Thanks for that, ladies. All good topics. And I think to add on the training, the first thing that I liked about
Yeah.
training is when you start your training, they start with talking about mindset, because a lot of us, when we start something new, we are afraid, we are anxious, we don't know what to do, we don't know where we're headed to. But they start by, talking about mindset and the importance of believing in yourself. And that is one important thing that we need to, do, because we need to believe ourselves when we start something new. Now,
Yeah.
for me, just to add on to it, what our business offers, one thing is probably this will just be something I was thinking about values, the values that our business offers. And what I was thinking about is the best thing that our business offers is integrity and respect. Now, when I talk about integrity, is that our business is not something that we hide. When we come and do these lives, we are real people. We do not hide our faces, because we have the integrity to show people this is a real business. This is a genuine business. Why should we behind faces? Like nowadays you can use AI to be talking on, it's your voice, but it's somebody else that is talking. But we are here because why? Because we have the integrity to come and tell you that this business is real. We actually pay taxes for our business. We register our business with the government. And most of us, when we're doing our jobs, like Priscilla being a teacher, when you're getting employed, and even myself, when I was getting employed, we had to actually go and do the checks with the police. So if we're doing that, if we were doing something illegal, then it will be all written out there and we could not be able to run something of this. And that is the importance of this. Nowadays in the world, you need things that have integrity, things that you know that you can trust, because a lot of people and a lot of us are losing so much, and especially when it comes to cash, your hand earned money, we are losing a lot. But with our business, we have the values of integrity. It is very important to us. Show ourselves out there. We come do lives, we come and tell you as it is. We are not hiding anything, because this is a legitimate business, and we believe that we should help people in the real way and in the real, using real funds. And we don't force you to come and join. You come and find us, as Priscilla and Betty talked about the sales funnel. You come and find us. You either find me through Facebook, you find me through ads, you find us through our website. So you come and find us, and that's because we are not forcing you. The system is looking you and saying, oh, so and so looks like Priscilla, so and so is matching Betty, so and so looks like Shiro. They can work together. So, but then integrity is such an important thing, especially in today's world. Now, another thing I touched about is respect. In our business, we are all people from different backgrounds. We speak different languages. We came from different families. We have our different orientation, but that is nothing to disrespect each other. That is one rule, one important rule in our business. When you join this business, in our private pages, in our private groups, we are not supposed to disrespect anyone. If that happens, seriously, there's serious consequences. Why is that? Because each and every one of us has a story.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be judging anyone. We shouldn't be judging, I shouldn't be judging Priscilla or Betty or somebody else that I'm in the business with. Because we all came from different, we are doing this because we have different reasons why we decided to start this business. So if you do not know my story, you shouldn't be judging me. So you should not be disrespecting my choices. So one thing that we do is we have respect for each other, respect other people, respect their boundaries, respect their choices, because that is why they're doing this. Each and every one of us in this world deserves the happiness, deserves the financial and the financial freedom, the time freedom. So why shouldn't we all be looking for it? So the one thing that we are taught about is respecting each other and helping each other, because as Betty said, we last time, we are a community, so we cheer each other, we cry with each other, but then we respect those boundaries and respect people's choices. And so we do not abuse people. We do not, if somebody makes their opinion known, respond to it in a friendly manner or an adult manner, because we are all adults. Our business, you have to be 18 years and above to be able to do this business. So we are all adults, know what is right. So integrity, respect is one unique thing that we offer in this business.
Wow. You know what, Shiro? I like how you've talked about integrity and respect. Because it leads back to that word that people fear all the time, and you hear it everywhere. And it's because, they have experienced disrespect everywhere, they have experienced theft, and they have experienced maybe even losing their own money because of no integrity, and even a word that we use in our part of the world is halal. Is something good? Is it fair? What are you saying? And those are some of this girl falls on my face. I am done for. And it's one of the questions that people will ask: is this legit? Is this an are you trying to steal from me? Is this a scam? Because that's what some people will definitely ask. And the integrity of it all is that we are using our real names, and we are able to actually legitimize our own businesses and work above board in our respectful countries. And it's something that even you, when you start your own business, you will have to incorporate it or limited it or register it. And in the US, you have to file your taxes. Don't get stuck behind the chair. You have to file your taxes as well, your business
Yeah.
taxes. So there's no way you can do that and have, if it was something that was false, the police would come and raid you and raid your house. If it was false, this one is stuck. Oh my God, she's stuck behind the chair. And then you have to unstick her. This is very dramatic. All right, can someone take over? Let me unstick this girl. Stuck behind the chair.
That's all right. That's all right. But anyway, every country like us, Australia, I don't know, Betty, what happened? Well, your tax time is right now. We are doing our tax. We are supposed actually to be have lodged our tax until October 30th. So we are in the process. For those of us who've not filed our tax, we're in the process of filing our taxes. But we need to declare all that because it's part of what it is, because this is a legitimate business. The governments know that, and a lot of people are doing it. So we have to do it too.
And you're doing it yourself. And when people ask me that, a lot of us are professionals and we hold other jobs out here. There's no way. And I talk about myself because I, as a school teacher, the amount of checks you do, the amount of checks you do, federal checks to make sure you have no criminal record, you're not doing anything wrong anywhere. So there's no way that would be happening because number one, you'd already be flagged. And you're back there again. Now this is just asking for trouble. Maybe ladies, we can talk about our parting shots.
Yeah.
Any questions that you've received in the past week that you would like to respond to? Any questions
Yeah.
you've received that you'd like to respond to from, the questions we get from people who want to learn more about digital business?
Yeah. So for me, I would say I would answer the question like people, and it's normal for people to ask that question: is this a genuine business? And the simplest answer is yes. And for me, when people ask me that question, I don't find it offensive or like, why are you asking me that question? Why do you think I'm a criminal? No, I don't try to justify, but the simplest answer is yes. And I don't blame anybody for having those fears and having the doubts. Fears, we all have reasons to be fearful because, as I said, when I started the business, I stayed for almost 3 weeks, contemplating on things, thinking, is it true? Am I going to lose more money? And all those things. But all I can say is there's nothing wrong with being fearful. There's nothing wrong with being scared. But nothing is going to happen if you let that fear overcome you. You know, come in and dance in it with your fear. We always
Yeah.
say, no matter how scared you are, or no matter how fearful all the fear that you have, come in and do it with fear anyway. Come and do it anyway. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna hold back on so many things that we've always wanted to do because of fear, then we will never do anything in this world, including
Yeah.
walking. I always give a story of when a baby is born. They start crawling, they start walking. Sometimes they go and they bump their heads and stuff, but that does not stop them from keeping on and keeping going. And before they know it, they have perfection. They're walking. And it is the same with this business. It is the same with everything else. No matter how scared you are, come in and go for it. And actually, I think one thing that really connects us in our business is the fact that when you hear a good 99% of the people talking, they always talk about how scared I was. I was skeptical. I was worried. I was excited, yes, but I was scared. But you know what? I didn't let my fear stop me. So what I can tell you is come in. You're also coming into this unique business that have so many people from all walks of life who are like-minded. So for me, it's faith over fear. Come in, and we hope to see you on the other side.
That's true.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Betty, for sharing that. Um, Shiro, do you have any other info you'd like to add? Maybe a question that you've been asked this week, last week, that you'd like to respond to that might help someone who is also, might have the same question?
Well, a lot of people, probably what people have said, as any other business, people have asked, is there any investment? It is a business. If you decide to go to school and you're going to learn, if you decide to go to uni, you just don't go to uni free of charge unless you live in a country that is actually sponsoring your whole uni courses. You have to make that investment in terms of paying fees. So with as any business, of course, there is an investment to make. And Priscilla mentioned that we pay the US dollars 149, which is refundable within 30 days if you feel that this is not for you. But as Betty said, faith over fear. Don't sit there. We are almost at the end of the year. And then maybe you still the same complaints you've had from the beginning of the year. I'm so burnt out. I do not like my job. I do not like waking up to an alarm clock. Well, what are you doing about them? So
Mhm.
get yourself on that gear one. Get yourself out there. Look for things. Contact us. Contact any other person. Do your due diligence and start something for you so that you do not start the next year with the same complaints that you've had, or writing your New Year resolutions that we all write our New Year resolutions. The same ones you had last year are the same ones you have this year, and yet you've done nothing about it. So do something for yourself. And because at the moment, and as I said, I did a live the other day and said you're the only unique person. You're the only you in this world. So believe in yourself, do something for yourself to appreciate yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that comment. You've really answered well there. And I think for me, a question that I can talk about is I get asked between Now, after you pay your 149, how much time do you need to have in between before you start your business? And this is literally up to you. There is no, you can go up to 2 years before you decide this. And I'm not sure if you can even go beyond. Is it true? Can you go beyond, Betty?
Yes. So after 2 years, what happens is once you come in and you pay the $149 and you will want to proceed. So this is where now we give you more more information about our business model, financial compensation plan. Then you can stay, and we will actually keep you in our community because we like people seeing our testimonials and just being familiar with
Ndoleta
what's going
kijiko.
on with the community. And after 2 years, what's gonna happen after 2 years is we're gonna release you back. You will still stay in the community, but we're gonna release you back. And after 2 years, you now have to come in and pay, register again. And the only reason why we do that is because the $149 we pay is also used for maintaining the systems, and it's only a one-time payment. So we use that one to maintain our systems, to keep up with our training, to keep up with our IT guys, because they also, they do a lot of work around the clock. So after 2 years, if
And
you haven't,
storage
and
of all that
storage,
information.
especially the storage, yeah, we every now and then, and people who are already in our business will know we are always upgrading. We are always doing a lot of, and that is where now being in a community comes in, and being, doing it as a team comes in, because technology is not cheap. If you try and do
Yeah.
technology or online business on your own, it is not cheap. But because we are in a community, we are able to do the upgrades, because as I said, technology is growing really, really fast. And by the time you catch up with it, by the time you get to where people are, then it's time for that technology to grow again. So all that upgrading happens.
Yes.
Yes. So the $149 that you would have paid, you would have to register again after 2 years. But what would you be doing on the fence for 2 years, really? You know, but what would you be doing for 2 years? We haven't had people staying for that long without starting the business. But it is 2 years, and then you'd have to come and re-register again, or it is $149. If you feel like it's not for you, you get the refund. You can always come and
Okay.
refund, and then you can, if you decide it's
You
for you
come
later
back
on,
when
because you
you're
can
ready.
go and
Yeah.
change, you can go and change your mind. You can always come back again.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for that, because people do ask, how long do I have to stay in between? And I
Mm.
always say between 2 years, because I know that information is removed from our system. You can
It
imagine,
does.
even you yourself, when you have your own phone, it gets to a point it fills up. And so you have to
Mm.
start deleting things.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. You have to delete. And when you've deleted information from the system, it's not
Mm.
kept anymore. So it
Yes.
has to be refreshed again. So anyone who is really, really serious, within that span of 2 years, even 1.5 years, you dedicate yourself to now starting being proactive about now, what footing do I want to start my business in? You go ahead and you're able to do that in that time span. So you can pay your 149 and you have that much time to start your planning, and you also strategize with our coaches, and we have lots of coaches in our system, and Betty is one of the coaches, because we have so many options for you on offer for to see which one do you want to start with, which one can work best for you. I mean, go anywhere in the world, and anyone who ever started a business, sometimes you'll have to go and write a proposal to take to a bank to ask them, can you give me the starting capital? Because businesses, nobody just sits and well, some do, but majority of people will not just have this huge chunk just sitting, waiting to do something. So a
Mm.
lot of people and a lot of startups, when they start, they will have to have investors, they will need to have startup capital, you'll need to write a proposal, take it somewhere. So we have our own in-house people who are able to sit and help you strategize, see where you're at, what's available for you depending on your own location. But there is always a way. As we say, where there is a will, there is a way.
There's a way.
And we can kind of discuss that at another time, because a lot of us have our own stories of how we started our businesses. People want to know, wewe ulianza aje, wewe ulitoa wapi, ulifanya nini ndo uanze biashara yako. So we're going to have a session where we're going to come discuss how we started our own businesses, and we're going to even bring people in to come and talk to us. And you can see that we are a diverse community. We have people from everywhere who come in, and they run their own businesses successfully as well. So thank you, ladies, for coming in today, and thanks our viewers for watching us live and for watching us on replay whenever you can. And I'm so sorry, I don't know what is going on in this household today, but everyone's not giving me peace, but it's all right. So I apologize if that was too much, all that interaction and commotion. But those of you who have little ones in the family, you understand. It's just the way of life with little ones. But thank you so much for your time today. And thanks for tuning in wherever you are. We really appreciate, and we love that you take the time to watch us. So with that, we say goodbye and kwaheri, everyone. Bye
Kwaheri,
bye.
wikendi njema.